We actually, when I started, my business, I really didn't have the energy industry in mind.
Right.
I started this software company to support the ports and terminals and the paper industry. And, it's a matter of surprise, to most of us that the New York Times and the LA Times and the Washington Post that we read is actually on paper that comes all the way from Norway and Sweden. They cut these big giant trees in Norway and make these big gigantic paper rolls. They're usually about 4 feet high. They're about 4 feet in diameter, and they weigh about 2,000 pounds. So the paper gets, basically put on ships and containers, and then it winds up into the port of New Jersey.
Which I never knew, by the way. That
yes.
in of itself is interesting. I never knew that. Yep.
And then you'll also, find it very interesting that, the Sears catalog that we see and the J.C. Penney catalog that we see, the big gigantic catalog that weighs like 10,000 pounds, exaggerating. It comes from paper all the way from Germany.
Wow.
That's again not paper manufactured in the United States. So the Port of New Jersey had a unique problem, and General Electric was their service provider, and they were kind of wrestling with that problem, and there we were. We gave them a solution, and then they started using us, and that's how EC Infosystems was formed. A couple of years later, the energy industry opened up for deregulation. The government said, well, look, these utilities are very monolithic organizations. They own the network of poles and wires and then underground pipes. There's no competition. We need to introduce competition in these states. So what they did was they created a concept called an energy marketer. An energy marketer is an entity that, just like the utility, buys the power from a power plant, then uses the network of the utility, local utility, their network of poles and wires, and then transports that electricity over to your home or to your business. And that's how the government introduced the concept of energy marketers. And today, let's say in New York City alone, there's roughly about 100 energy marketers competing for your business.
So it's almost like arbitrage. They're almost like arbitrage,
yes,
right?
Yes, that's right. So what we did was EC Infosystems then kind of taught itself the energy industry, the deregulated energy industry.
Yep.
And then we developed software for it because we saw a tremendous opportunity out there. Right there, we saw, hey, look, there are many, many different utilities in the country, and now that the market is opening up, this would be a tremendous software opportunity for us. And that's actually what happened. So we started in the state of California, which was the first state that deregulated. Sure. And then somehow, with the Enron debacle, the state kind of slowed down on deregulation, but other states picked up. For example, the states that went into deregulation right after that were the states of Texas, the states of New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, and so on and so forth. And what we did was, while we started in the state of California, we quickly came back to our home state, which is New York and Pennsylvania, et cetera, and then started offering our services. And today, we are very happy to say that we're the largest service provider to the deregulated energy industry in the country. We service about 350 plus energy marketers, and we work with about 100 plus utilities throughout the whole country.